Hello, Planeswalker. Welcome to One Pack Magic. We open one pack of Magic cards. And the murder weekend continues with another pack of murder on Lon Chaney Manor. Another play pack. Hooray pack. Chaos Lord can attack the first turn it comes into play on a side, except the turn it first comes into play. Thanks. Probably an advertisement for the goddamn secret lair bullshit. We get a detective token. She was watching the detective. White-blue token, 2/2, with detect. Well, not really, obviously. We got a regular swamp. Cool. Alright. Enough of that. Let's get to the real deal. Zoom in a bit here. Extract a confession. 1 in a black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may collect evidence 6. Exile cards with a total mana value of 6 or greater from your graveyard. That's pretty good. Each opponent sacrifices a creature if evidence was collected. Instead, each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Topiary Panther. 4 green plant cat. Well, I guess this is one plant that the cat won't be knocking over. 6/5 trample. Basic land cycling, 1 in a green. Pay, discard, search your library for basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand. Simple enough. Defenestrated Phantom. Oops. 4 white, spirit. 4/3, flying with disguise, 4/3, pay 3 to make it 2/2. But nothing happens. So basically, 8. You pay a total of 8 to bring into play as opposed to 6. So, yeah, that's not happening. Riftburst Hellion. 5 red-black Hellion. I would hope so. 6/7 reach with disguise. 4 black-red splitsy. So, shock. Perennial ability. Single red instant shock deals 2 damage to any target. She realized that she could not, in fact, handle the truth. Oops. Unscrupulous Agent. Again. 1 in a black elf detective, 1/1. When Unscrupulous Agent enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles a card from their hand. Simple enough. Demand Answers. 1 in a red instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact, or discard a card, draw 2 cards. Well, that's not bad. 2 for 2. And you play the 1 card, discard a card, get 2 cards. Reckless Detective. 1 and a red devil detective. DD. Daredevil. 0/3. When Reckless Detective attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. If you do, draw a card, and Reckless Detective gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Case of the Shattered Pact. It's one of the new case cards, which plays like the lore cards, which plays like the character class enchantments, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 2-drop. When this case enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. To solve. There are 5 colors among permanents you control. If unsolved, solve at the beginning of your end step. Solved at the beginning of combat on your turn. Target creature you control gains flying, double strike, and vigilance until end of turn. Which, you would think it'd be hard to get that, but if you have like a couple of steal this character abilities or enchantments, yeah, not so hard. I can see that slipping into a blue deck. Harried Dronesmith. 3 and a red human artificer, 2/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter. I just want to call it Thopter. Like Chopper, Thopter. That's just me. Thopter artifact creature token with flying. It gains haste until end of turn. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your end step. Your next end step. That's alright. Get a Get a play set of those. You actually might do something. Hedge Mage. Hedge Maze. It's forest land. Add green or blue. Hedge Maze enters the battlefield tapped. When Hedge Maze enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Yes, the new, I think they were Scrylands? No. Yeah. Maybe. Anyway. Kalan, Inquisitive Prodigy. 2. Hold on here. We'll start this again. 2 green, blue, human fairy detective. 3/4. Flying, vigilance. Whenever Kalian Inquisitive Prodigy attacks, destroy up to 1 target artifact. I cannot read this card for shit. Destroy up to target 1. If you control that permanent, draw a card. It's got a sorcery. Tail the suspect. Green, blue. Investigate. You may play an additional land this turn. The next exile card. You may pay for creature later on. Blah blah. That's pretty good. We got a foil of Hotshot Investigators. 5 and a blue Vidalkin. I think that's right. Detective. 4/4. When Hotshot Investigators enter the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand. If you control it, investigate. Create a clue token. So I'm going to 2, sack, draw a card. I'm trying to see who they would be. I don't know. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Well, a general parody. Alright. Fun down, rundown. See who we play with. Yeah, that's a good little bounce spell. I mean, bring them into play, bring your other creature back. If that had flash, that'd be pretty nasty, but as it is, that's pretty versatile. I like that. Investigate, which was, create a clue token. You get to play an additional land. So that's pretty good turn 2. But then they're pretty cheap to bring out on their own. So they're alright. Alright. I do love, I think they're Spylands. No, I think they were called Spylands, not Scrylands. But, yeah. I do like that. Better than the Painlands. But yeah, just look at the top card. So, that may be the MVP. Like I said, a play set of these would be really nasty. Because you'd have like 4 Thopters in play that all gain haste. Flying in haste. And you just fly over 4 damage. So, I'm not really, I understand the cases from a thematic standpoint, but this one I'm not really feeling. Like I said, you could. It's colorless, so you can put it in any deck. And if you could find a way to control, you build like a 3-card, 3-mana deck, and then, but see, you gotta make sure your other opponent has the other 2. Or you could go full 5-color, which with the guilds isn't hard, but still, it seems like a bit much to pull off. Unless you got 3 gold cards. Actually, I think the entire permanent has to be a color, though, so you can't do gold. So, I'm not feeling that one. That would be good in a red-blue deck. Because, you can draw cards later on, so just discard a card. I think you get another creature that gives you cycling. You discard, you can draw a card or something. Boom. Or sacrifice. Well, we got clues. And all those clues are tokens. Are artifacts. So, there you go. Put that in the clue deck. I do like Demand Answer. That's a good one. Like I said, play it, discard a card, and you get to draw 2 cards. And then play something to get that back from your thing later. That's pretty good. Like I said, especially if they only have one card in their hand. Now you have no cards. Haha. Shock is shock. It's, again, perennial. Is it? No. Evergreen? No. It shows up a lot. I think it might be perennial. No. Perennial's up. On... And this has been another episode of Words I Don't Know the Meaning to. I don't think you know what that word thinks. I don't think that word means what you think it means. But yeah, shock shows up every so often. It's a card. It's a decent card. I don't see. It's like 6 to bring it out. Well, actually, that's not bad. You know, put it in early, and then a couple turns later, boom. Especially like me. Like I said, it's a good card. I can understand the disguise element, especially in play here. But it's like, yeah, I know. Play it now for this, and then play it later for that. So this, it's a 4/3 flyer. Honestly, it's like, well, yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at it like I need to look at this thing 4-dimensionally, playing it one round and then the next round do the thing. But it's just like I'm seeing it all add up. I don't know. Poor person math. You add up everything to see how much it is instead of just seeing things as X and Y. I do like this. Big old trample kitty. So, yeah, definitely play that one. That's not a bad thing. Especially if like someone's got a big card. Just I'm gonna get rid of, especially when you got big things. Because I can get rid of like 2 cards that value 6 or greater. And then everyone's got to get rid of their biggest creature. So that's pretty damn nasty. NVPs. Yeah, I got 2 of them. Demand answers, and yeah, Hedge Maze is good. I like that. I like the surreal. Like I said, it's cycling with extra steps, but still, lose 2, draw 2. Maybe get rid of one of those lands you don't need that you keep holding on to because you only play 1 per round. But yeah. So that is Murder at Lon Chaney Manor. I will see you tomorrow. Have a magical day.